trying to get Thomas to invite me.
You already blocked Richie. You blocked us.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Don Gigante here, bringing you another amazing assassination done by yours truly. Now, during this assassination, we're going to talk about the community and what's been going on with it, alright? I noticed that a lot of bullshit's been occurring, and people are trying to tell me this and that. They're trying to tell me what I can do and what I can't do, but the funny thing is I've been here since like the big that. I was one of the guys who started this whole fucking role play community. I was one of the guys who came up with the rules and everything like that. Because to be honest, nobody was making rules back then. They went by one sort of rules, and the rules were retarded. I mean, like, some of the rules had nothing to do with the game. Like, you can't fuck with the other boss's wives, and you can't sell drugs to the family, blah, blah, blah. They were just trying to get too into the role play. I mean, getting into roleplay is understandable, but it's just like the way they did it did not make any sense. You want to do things that pertain to the game. So this is the assassination of Don Savelli. Now, Don Savelli used to be a Valachi or something. These guys, they left Valachi to start up all their own families, and all their families are the same as Valachi. Nothing different, nothing changed, nothing better. It's the same fucking cowards running away, hiding off the map, using whatever weapons, whatever cars, and all this other bullshit. So yesterday, I go into a war with these guys. They're part of El Diablo Commission. It's from Don Savelli himself. He told me they're not blessed in yet, they're not in the commission, and I don't know who they are. They have nothing to do with us. And yet, I get messages from them saying, oh, Civelli's, Montoya, Diablo Commission sends their regards, Diablo Commission this, Diablo Commission that. I mean, you're part of the same crew and commission as the military, and then you have the nerve to tell me that you're not with them, but they're not blessed yet. Didn't make any sense at all. Also, in this game, they said it was fake because they joined me. I joined most of them. And you notice how I kicked Smokey out of the party right now because we're not trying to deal with him. They were trying to tell me that he was helping us and shit. He wasn't really helping us. I mean, he was in the game or whatever, but he wasn't really helping us. We were doing it on our own. Now, I'm in this game, and I'm going for Don Savelli, of course. I'm not going to go for the bosses. I'm not going to go for the docs. I'm going to go for the Don. That's what you do. You go for the Don. You guys always trying to go after me and shit, but understand there's a difference between the way I go after you and the way you go after me. And we're going to break it down here right now. So let's talk about the rules, about the community rules, what I've seen, what I've known to be true, what I've known to be false. Now, when you look at the community rules, you're thinking like, okay, what's legit and what's not legit, right? Now, recently a DLC came out. I should not have to tell you what's legit in there for mafias, but yet I have to because you guys are retarded or something, or you guys just think that everything's mafia when it's not. You understand that the mobsters are this old timers that been around since like the 1920s in America, of course. We're not talking about the Sicilian mafia, but we're talking about the American Italian mafia, where most of you get your names from. They've been around for a long time and everything like that. They did things differently. They didn't drive the fastest cars. They wore the most fanciest suits, I can tell you that much. They spent thousands and thousands of dollars on suits and maybe their watches, but not on their cars. I mean, their cars are beautiful and everything like that, but they didn't get them the real fucking, the real high-class cars. I mean, they got high-class cars as luxury, but not as speed. None of them have to worry about running the cops or anything like that, really, because the cops were paid off in the first place. So when people say that sport cars are legit and all that bullshit, I don't believe it, I don't go with it, and I don't buy it. So what you guys need to understand is we're a different type of breed. We like to do things classic. As you can see in my garage, I'm stuck for some reason. There's nothing but classic cars in there, and if not, there's something that pertains to the mafia. Cars that you've seen in mafia movies, cars that you've seen in mafia documentaries, cars that you know to be mafia, cars that people even say to be mafia. Those are the cars I drive. Those are the cars you're supposed to drive. Not these modern bullshit cars that you guys all of a sudden think is mafia just because you painted black. No one gives a shit about that, honestly. And I'm trying to tell you guys, you need to stop, okay? Now, I got stuck in my garage. So, in about a couple of minutes, I'm going to get an invite to an apartment. Now, although you're not supposed to teleport from apartment to apartment, that's not right, but I had to because, come on, I'm stuck here. So don't give me this bullshit saying it's not legit because I had to teleport, blah, blah, blah. I know how everybody does. Now, recently, Don Savelli's claiming to have assassinated me. This is me assassinating him. The reason why he didn't assassinate me is because he had a military help him the whole damn time, and he tried telling me that he's not affiliated with that military. You know, that military is affiliated with his commission. It didn't make any sense at all. Called him in a lie. Told him that if you want to get me, get the military out of here and then get me. But they didn't want to. Then they all left and they said they pushed us out. Didn't make any sense. So guys, I'm sorry, but you didn't get me and you need to try again. I, however, got a couple of you in here. I forgot how many. But yeah, I'm just stuck here for a little while. You guys are gonna see, you know, it's bullshit. I mean, like, with the new DLC coming out, you guys should know it's Mafia ready. I mean, well, I know what everybody thinks about the Costco. The Costco is a beautiful car. I love it. Very classic looking, you know. It's an amazing car. I mean, most of these classic cars, they're not easy handling, you know. You got to drive slow with these cars. That's what I like about it. But, these guys are trying to tell me that the insurgent is legit, that mobsters can get assassinated by military. Yesterday, I got assassinated by a military guy who came out of an insurgent, popped him with an auto shot out, and then he stayed in the game and got killed. You gotta understand something. When you do a hit, you're not mafia, so it doesn't matter what you did. But when you do a hit, you need to leave the game. Right after you go to your apartment, send out your message and leave the game. You don't have to send out the message, but it's important that you do, especially if you don't record. But what I'm doing is I'm just letting you guys know. I'm letting you guys know that, you know, it's different. If you're not in the mafia, you shouldn't be doing what mafia does. You want to be doing what the mafia does, such as hits on mobsters, join the mafias. And that's it. I'm not going to explain this to you. Same thing with the MCs, same thing with the street gangs, same thing with the wannabe mafias. And we all know who those wannabe mafias are. We have names for ourselves, pal. You guys don't. You guys have crews. And you guys even give it crew names, like abbreviations. Those are crews. Those are not mafias or anything like that. This is roleplay. So with roleplay, you need to have a first, middle, and last name. All right? No abbreviations, no acronyms, none of that bullshit. All right? And that's the truth. Now, I'm just trying to get out of this area because I'm stuck here. But it's alright though, you know. I'm just like, you know, I'm waiting. I finally get an apartment invite, but I'm waiting, you know. Supposedly I didn't join Civelli's game, but if you look at the beginning of the video, you'll see that it shows that he has a bounty put on him right before I get in the game, while I'm in the sky. For some reason it froze up when I was in the sky. But anyways, so yeah, I'm just trying my best to, like, you know, get out of this fucking piece of shit basketball hoop thing, modder piece of, I hate it, I swear. Like, I know all of you hated it. I hated it to death. It was so annoying. But anyways, so being stuck in stuff, you know, it gives me more time to talk about, like, what's going on with the mafia community. So yeah, guys, I don't care what you say about whacking me, my members and stuff. You don't do it right. Most of you just drive whatever car, shoot whatever gun, and do whatever the fuck you want, not understanding that it was me, my members back then, and a couple of other families that made the rules so that you guys can keep it roleplay. Not so you can make up shit just along the way, okay? Just pulling shit out your ass like a fucking gay magician or something, you know? That's not right. It's not right that you guys think that you can control shit when you don't. Stop saying that I'm the leader. I think I'm the leader of the community, because I don't, alright? I come together with families who make sense. Not these retards that are on Xbox One because they couldn't handle on 360. If I go on Xbox One, I guarantee you none of you guys are going to survive, or none of you guys are going to make it when I'm in the game. You guys are all going to run. You guys are all going to hide. Just like yesterday, when I go into a game to go shoot at some risottos, apparently they're too good for me, so they had to leave the game. It's stupid. Same thing with the Montoyas. They tried assassinating me yesterday. They couldn't do it. They called it a military to help them. That military, of course, was doing the most illegitimate shit, driving insurgents, using buzzards, using RPGs, using auto shotties, and had the nerve to say that we were using all of that, which is bullshit. And none of us were using it at all. Now they're trying to tell us that we were breaking roleplay when none of my guys were. Most of my guys were on the ground just shooting regular guns. I don't know why they would say we break roleplay, but I guess they're mad. So, and then, you know, they're bringing people in to try to whack me. I take them out one by one, and then Don Savelli finally gets me. But what happens? Right when I get killed by him, who's in front of my apartment? The same military guys trying to help him. So if you're going to get military help, it doesn't count at all. Alright? You gotta do things on your own. You gotta do hits on your own. You can't ask for help, especially from military. If you want to get help from another mafia, that's fine, but you guys gotta keep it role play. None of you guys are keeping it role play. All you guys are saying is keep it mafia to me, but the only ones that are telling me to keep it mafia are the ones that are not mafia, which I don't get. If you're not in this community, fuck off. Seriously, it's really annoying that I have to deal with people that are not in this community, even though, you know, they're not mafia and shit. It's ridiculous. I don't care if you think you joined the commission. You can't join the commission unless you're mafia. You can't get blessed in unless you're mafia. I had this idiot tell me, Don Savelli, say that, oh, we're blessing this military into our commission. How the fuck do you bless a military into a commission? I have no idea. I know militaries don't need to get blessed because militaries work for a certain government or organization or whatever, you know, not the mafia. The military does not work for the mafia. It's not like that. Maybe if it was in Italy, but you guys don't even know shit about it. You know, you guys just fucking pull things out your ass and you think it's legit and it's not. Alright? You guys are getting mad at me because I keep saying I'm untouchable, but look what you guys do. You guys even expose yourselves. You hide off the map. You use military help. You got jets taking me off the rooftops. Apparently I can't be on a rooftop, but you can use a jet, right? You can have a jet help you. You guys are just fucking pathetic, and it's really annoying, you know. And I really don't want to do this commentary because, like, come on, I'm stuck here for this whole time, and it's so ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't even know I was in here that long, but, you know. And this assassination is going to take a while because a lot of these guys were running away from me and stuff like that. They thought that they were good. You know, they thought just because they beat you in a TDM, they can beat you in a free roam, but that's impossible because I can snipe better than you can shoot your ARs. And I'm not trying to sound cocky. It's true. Everyone knows that I'm ready with my sniper. But, you know, we're just here waiting and trying to get out of this area. I don't know why I was in here this long, but, I finally got an invite to an apartment, and then from there we did our hit. Now, understand that, you know, we're not trying to say that we're the best, but we're pretty good. We're pretty up there with, like, you know, well, I don't want to compare us to other families because I didn't like the other families. And I met all of them. I met Mancini, I met Leone, I met Genevieve. I met Mancini when he was part of Satana. I met those guys. And they liked what I was doing, but they just couldn't admit the fact that I was doing it better than them. Same thing with UTM. UTM claimed to be this mafia. So I was like, alright, cool, come to the mafia meeting, all Don's meeting. He said no. He even thought it was a joke to even be in the mafia. So me hearing him say that, I finally took it as, okay, he doesn't want to be part of this. But wait a minute, once my channel got more subs than his, he wanted to be mafia again. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys don't think on your own. You guys, like, you know, you're attention whores, and you guys do the stupidest shit just to get views and stuff. Like, Shadow UTM made a video about me crying. The funny thing about it is, I wasn't even crying. I was just fucking getting emotional about the TDM. But it was me doing it on purpose. I mean, I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe it, I don't want to do that. You know, and it's like, you guys just want to catch me with my pants off or something. But you're not even trying to catch me with my pants off to, like, you know, expose me. If anything, you're trying to catch me with my pants off to jerk me, because that's all you guys do. You're on me. You just don't want to hop off. You know, you keep looking for me. You keep trying to get my attention. I ignore you. You message me on Kick. It's pathetic, you know. And then you have the nerve to tell me that I'm this and that and that and this. But then at the end of the day, you wind up becoming exactly what you said I was. And it's ridiculous. Like, I just can't stand it, you know. And I'm not anti-show, so I love talking to people, you know. I have a great time doing it, you know. I have my own little circle where I talk to my buddies and everything like that. But other than that, you know, like, I just don't want to deal with other people sometimes, because some people just don't know how to speak to you. They just, like, you know, they're always yelling. They're always repeating themselves. Every time I go into a party, oh my god, it's Don Gigante. Like, okay, so what? That's me? Yeah. What do you want? Oh, I seen you on YouTube. Yeah. But the funny thing is, like, you guys have all these fake videos and get away with it. I put up a real legit assassination and it's a problem. Why? Because you guys can't handle it. You guys can't handle the fact that I don't need to use any overpowered weapon, any overpowered car. I don't need to dress in a certain way to get a hit. I dress like a mobster. I drive like a mobster. I shoot what a mobster shoots, and if not, then I shoot close to it. Alright? I don't use auto shotties. I'm telling you, if you look at my gun stats, there's no shots from an auto shotty. There's no shots from an RPG. None of that stuff. Now, I will say how Some weapons, although they're not mafia, they need to be used. Yes and no. Recently, I got rid of my grenade launcher, and I was happy. I was like, I don't need to use the grenade launcher anymore. But now I'm like seeing people in armored Karumas trying to do hits on me. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen like that. This whole solo drive-by just because somebody's in the car is bullshit. A driver drives and a shooter shoots. A driver cannot shoot. It's not realistic, And we want to keep it realistic, but at the same time, we want to have people work together, work together to do something. Now understand, I'm in the buzzard right now. This is a no-no. You're not supposed to be in a buzzard. But in the buzzard, I'm risking it because I can get blown up by anybody. I can get hit with a homing missile. I can get killed by a jet. You're allowed to do whatever you want if you see somebody in the buzzard. It doesn't matter if they just fly it. It's always a problem. So, me taking that risk, I have to switch to another helicopter, of course. If not a helicopter, then a car. That's what you got to do. You gotta play it smart, Somebody complains you're in a buzzard, but look, you do the hit, you take off in a frog, boom, you're good. You don't have to worry about anybody bullshitting you, saying that, it's fake or whatever like that. But come on, guys, it was the only helicopter I could find. I understand some of you use the same excuse and all, but some of you just like using the buzzard, and I thought it was ridiculous. And you gotta understand, Gigante was in military. We were in mercenary groups. We know exactly how to use like the helicopters on GTA 4, which is why most militaries couldn't fuck with us. They tried to, but they needed modders to do it. You guys know damn well I'm a great pilot in the air when it was GTA 4. I'm a great sniper still. I mean, I don't use anything like OP, My heavy sniper's OP, but they even nerfed it, so there's no excuses, All I'm saying is, guys, like, if you have a problem with me, then settle it. But understand that we're doing this role play, so you gotta do it too. You understand? We don't just do things and talk out of our asses or anything like that. No, we actually mean what we say. So when you see us riding around in the buzz, I understand that we are gonna switch. You see, look, boom, we switch, and look what we switched to. A nice, beautiful Swift. Helicopters and everything like that. I could have got all of it, but you know what? Got some hating ass fucking clown that wanted to hack me, wanted to take all my shit away, wanted to get rid of everything I worked for because he wasn't happy. And that's fine, That guy's still hiding and everything like that. He's scared. He got no balls. He doesn't want to come talk to me. I had somebody call me recently telling me some personal information. I thought that was, ridiculous, but that's how people play now. People want to tell me that it's just a game, but when you try to hack somebody, when you try to get their personal information, when you try to expose them, and not even me, when you try to put these girls on Kick, saying that she's ugly, she's a slut and stuff like that, but what does that make you that you enjoy that, So she's a slut for showing her body, but you're enjoying that. You like that. So aren't you not a hypocrite or something? See, any mob wife that I had and anything like that, I never exposed them or anything like that. If anything, they could have exposed themselves, and that's it. You gotta give people respect. I never put you on YouTube. I never did that. I remember I made an exposure video. This was one of the first exposure. Actually, no, it was the exposure video. It was the first one I ever made, and it was called "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt." Yeah, Gigantes, we had a little fucking sense of humor back then, and what we did was we just put pictures of ourselves. That's all we exposed was ourselves. Now you got these retards that are like putting pictures of people like me and other people, and some of you guys are hideous, but none of my business. He's just putting pictures of all these people and everything like that, thinking you're actually doing something. See, when I see videos like that, it doesn't help the community at all. Not at all. Like, you guys just showing what people look like. Now, somebody told me that, oh, I used to respect him until I saw you and the way you looked. And it's like, you a clown. Like, oh, yeah, he's definitely a clown because of the way he looks really affects the way he plays the game. Yeah, I understand. It's ridiculous. Now, when we were on this rooftop, I'm going to go back to the game now. When we were on this rooftop, understand that, like, there was a jet in the air, so we had to get rid of it somehow. I know the game's a little glitchy and stuff like that. I got to go get a new recorder. And there was no way for us to get the jet right away, so we had to find a way to get it without getting dropped or anything like that. It was really hard. This was a very tough game. Not because Civelli's a tough family, it's because they just run away too much. It was like, if we would have gotten like right away, this video would have been a lot shorter. I probably wouldn't have done a commentary. But this video took about like 45 minutes to finish. So like, this video took about 45 minutes. And what I did was I decided to, show you exactly how this whole video ended up as. Because he was telling me that it's fake, I joined you, blah blah blah. But you see in the beginning of the video it says Don Savelli has a bounty on him right before I get in the game. So like, you can't just play things off, you can't just fool me like that. I mean, I'm too good of a hitman to even let that even, like, you know, affect me in any way. Because I know if I got a hit, it's legit or not. And there's times where I join a game, I go do a hit, and I realize, oh, wait a minute, I was in here already. Never mind, I won't even call it. And then, you know. So what I'm trying to do is right now, I'm just trying to show you guys that we're keeping it legit, keeping it mafia. We're not letting people affect us. We're not letting people bother us. We don't care what videos you guys do. If you don't do anything that has anything to do with us or the mafia and stuff like that, then go fuck yourselves. Alright? We're tired of this BS that you guys are trying to pull. Like, seriously, you're just attention whores. Notice, every video that has my name on it gives you the most views on your channel. There's no other videos that will give you that many views. None. Even if you try to put maybe some GTA content, which you won't do because you rather make me look bad, when in reality you're making me look good. You're trying to say that no matter what you put up there, people will still join me, people will still know who we are, people will still run away from us. It doesn't bother us at all. Haters make us famous. That's the quote I got from a great fucking member of mine, and he's been saying it ever since we started, and he's the reason why I'm still here, probably, you know. And I can respect that about a lot of you. A lot of you stayed, a lot of you stuck around, but understand, some of you are done with. You're not coming back to this family. You're done with. You're banned for life. That's it. We do not fucking tolerate the bullshit you was trying to do. And a lot of people could tell you that, you know. A lot of people that you see right now in other families and stuff, they want to come back. They do, but they just can't. It's not like that, you know. At first we were lenient. We were saying, you know, hey, let them come back, you know, like maybe they'll learn. But nah, same mistakes over and over again. Now Gigante's at a standstill where, like, we can't even give nobody ranks at the moment because it's not right to give a rank at the moment. I give ranks to some guys, don't get me wrong. Some guys deserve the ranks and they're gonna get them and everything like that. But right now, it's a rankless family for now because we're trying to do something bigger. We're not trying to worry about, you know, who's Don and who's boss and who's concierge, whatever. We're trying to worry about what family needs to get taken down. And the thing is, we already took most of you down. Some of you saying it's not legit, or some of you saying that it's not recorded so it doesn't count. But that's funny because I have most of you recorded and you still say it doesn't count. But, you know, we're still here and you guys just can't handle it, you know. And like, you're just watching this video right now. If you can, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's 45 minutes long. Yes, I'm sorry, it is 45 minutes long. And I'm going to put that in the description or the title saying warning, 45-minute long commentary. It's just to break down everything that's been going on. I mean, me, I can rant for days, but I understand that I'm getting to a point here, you know. I noticed that in this month alone, there has not been a Don's meeting at all. And if there is, no one's speaking about it. No one's even bringing it up. People are trying to make up rules. You're not making up rules without me or somebody who's been doing rules since GTA 4 is around. And that's how it's going to be. I don't care what blacklist you try to come up with. I don't care what excuse you try to bring up. If we're not in that meeting, that shit is not finalized because you need to get our permission as well. Just like you need to get Genevieve's permission. And I'm not talking about G-Mob Genevieve. I'm talking about GCF8 Genevieve. Yes, I know they're not keeping it legit. They like to ride around in jets and stuff. But that's your fault. Maybe if you actually talk to them, maybe they will stop doing that. I think I had one part of GCF8 actually stop using jets and stuff like that. And it's good to help people out, you know. But then some of you guys are just giving up. You guys don't want to help out, but yet you want to be part of this community. You want to fix the community. How are you going to fix the community when you can't even fix your own families? It's pathetic. I need to stop hearing shit like this. Next person to tell me he's going to fix the community, I'm going to fix it little by bringing him into a meeting and whacking him myself. It's really annoying. It's pathetic. I don't even waste my time doing setup meetings because I'm only setting up families that need to get put in their place, and that's it, you know. Other than that, I'm good. My family's good. I mean, we took out a bunch of you guys, and you guys are still claiming that we were not doing it. And the thing about these whole doing a TDM to get respect is ridiculous. We'll beat you in the free mode. We'll take out your godfather. We're nothing. But once we beat you in the TDM, oh, respect, respect. How are you telling me respect? Like, I don't respect that. No. You give me respect because we took out your dons, we took out your godfather, we took out your bosses, we took out your concierge, we took them out. And that's it. We didn't need to go into your game and fucking verse you in the TDM Because if we lose or win a TDM, it does not affect us as a family at all. It does affect us as a team, you know what I mean? Like for all you guys who care about TDMs and stuff like that, it does affect us, like, you know, with you guys. But for the ones that actually can do a free mode war and know what a free mode victory is, free mode war victories are, you know, I don't have to break it down to you. You go into a free mode, you whack the highest rank. I mean whack them. Like, don't just shoot them and get help from people and think that you did it, you know, legit. No. Like seriously. And you know what's funny is when I call you guys out on this, you get mad because you know I'm right. Like, honestly, if somebody told me something is fake, I don't get mad. I have proof, and even if I don't, I know what's legit. And I keep saying it to them. I don't have to say, oh, I whacked you. And then I bring up, like, how'd you whack me? And they'll be like, oh, I did this. And then I call it out, and then you'll be like, no, the rules changed. No, they haven't. Because I'm the one who was changing rules. And the reason why I was changing rules is because the rules didn't make sense back then. You can't tell me that I cannot be the one to change the rules, because I've been doing it ever since GTA 4. But it's not just me, though. I make sure that everybody comes together, and I don't care who's in my meetings, honestly. I don't care if you're big, small, you hate me or love me. You're gonna listen to me, and you guys wind up doing it anyways. Like, every time I'm talking and stuff, you guys stay quiet and you listen, and I appreciate that, you know. But I listen to you too sometimes. But I feel like some of you are just new, you're angry, and you just want to be part of these meetings to make changes. It's not gonna happen. In order to be part of an all Dons meeting, you gotta be down for 3 months. If not for 3 months, you gotta be a mobster for 6 months. But 6 months, you have to be in like maybe 1 or 2 families, not like 3 or 4 or 5. I had somebody tell me he's been in 20 families, and he has all his fucking gamer tags on his bio. People like that, you guys bring into your families, is they change their gamer tag constantly. And we all knew those 2 guys, and we always avoided them, you know. Maybe one day we'll be like, hey, maybe you changed and stuff, but you know, of course we were wrong, because that's in their nature, you know. Just like it's in most of your natures to hide off the map. Like, hiding off the map, if it was a legit rule, it wasn't to be used as mandatory, and you guys do it all the time, and it's pathetic. Like, anybody that gets whacked hiding off the map, I'm not worried about it. But all I know is that if you're hiding off the map, then it's a problem, because it's like, you shouldn't be hiding off the map to begin with. The excuse to hide off the map was your hits, you're never gonna see your assassin coming. That's fine. I can understand that, and that's great. But wait a minute. The person that's gonna assassinate him, does he know that he's even there? I mean, does he know what he's about? It's creating equality between each other. But no, you guys don't want to do that. You guys want to give more advantage to an assassin. You guys want to give more advantage to the TDM players. Fuck that. If you're part of a mafia, understand that hiding off the map was bullshit. No one did it in GTA 4. We didn't go to near blip games or far blip games, and if we did, it was sometimes, alright, and that's it. No one ever did that shit, and you guys are trying to make it legit when it's not. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. Hiding off the map is not what we do. The word hiding is not in our vocabulary, okay? Calling off the cops is not what we do. That's not how we take care of business. Going blind eye is not something we do. You guys cannot expect me to, like, you know, rely on Lester for everything, because in real life you don't have somebody to do this for you. It's you yourself. You want to avoid the cops? Use a suppressor. You want to get rid of the cops? Take them out. If you take out the cops in the vicinity, I guarantee you it takes a while for the rest to come, and then boom, you go in your apartment. That's how I did it with a couple of these hits, you know. Notice how we keep switching from helicopter to helicopter, because it's like we're getting tore apart, you know. Now, yes, I'm going back into the video and everything like that. So I'm talking about, like, this took 45 minutes because this kid was running constantly. And the only reason I released this video is because the faggot claimed to have assassinated me yesterday. And I say faggot because it's like these kids dress up like women and everything like that. And when they change back into males, they know I'm right, and they can't even admit it. All they want to say is, oh, I'm using a male character, so you can't say nothing. But I can't say something. You're using a male character because I told you to, and now you're listening. I appreciate if you listen even more and agree that I'm right, but you're not going to say if somebody's right. There's a couple of Dons out there that came up with ideas that I thought were amazing. Like, I don't even think I was the one to come up with the whole 2-man drive-by. It was somebody else that did it, and I thought it was an amazing idea. It was to cut back on the solo drive-by assassinations. Everybody, like, thought it was a good idea. It's challenging, and it creates, you know, families working together. So I don't care if the guy's in a car. You can't do a solo drive-by. You can't shoot and drive. Alright? Now you can kill him and then get him out the car and then, you know, get out the car and shoot him, or have your guy drive you to shoot him. That's fine. To get him out the car, that's fine. But you can't do solo drive-bys at all as an assassination. You guys were trying to do it. I seen 2 videos about it and I thought it was pathetic. You're not making up rules, especially when I'm not around. You know, just because I'm not using next gen. I can go on next gen right now, but if I do, you're all gonna hate me. I'm going on 360 because that's where the action's at. There's no action on next gen. I go to talk to my buddies there sometimes and I ask them, like, you know, is there any free modes open or any good ones? There's not really. And the ones that we go after, they try to hide and all of that. So it's like, why even go after them, you know? So understand that I'm not pushing Gigante into next gen until the guys change up a bit. I think it's pathetic, like what they do in that game, you know. And you're not making up rules either, because that's pathetic. Like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit you guys are trying to pull. Alright, we keep it mafia, we keep it legit. You gotta do it too. Alright, these families that say that they make rules, they don't. If you're not from GTA 4, if you haven't been around for that long, then you can't make up the rules, because the rules has been made up since that time. Alright, you need to have the OGs take care of things, not these 2014 families who've only been around for a year and still don't know shit. Alright, they all think that they're ready, and then when you go after them, they run. I don't run. People say I hide in my apartment, yeah, because I'm sending out messages probably. I'm waiting for someone else to come in. Just one person. I don't need 40 people to help me. I just need one person to help me. You know, that's it. One person. If I can't get that help, that's fine. But anyways, yeah, you know, like, at this moment, like, we're getting shot at by a whole bunch of people. A lot of people are just aiming at us and stuff, and it's like, we're trying to get out of here, you know. There's like too many people waiting near us. I told my guy, do not get in the helicopter. You know, they get greedy sometimes, so they don't just want one person. They want me, they want my bosses, they want my concierge, they want my capos, my street bosses. They just want them, you know. And look, like I'm telling you, like, I really these guys as much as I can. Like, it was not the easiest thing. It was very difficult. I hated the fact that, like, you know, I couldn't handle it at first. You know, it's too many of them. But, you know, I stayed in the game no matter what happened. I stayed in here. And I took care of business, you know. So, like, I'm just trying to show you guys that just keep it mafia, you know. That's it. Keep it legit. Stop saying that you want to fix the community. Fix your families first. I hate people who are trying to be Dons, and then when they be Dons, they're giving this community a bad name. You're trying to tell me I fucked up the community? No, I didn't. If anything, I made it a lot better than it was. You guys weren't around back then. You guys are around now probably, but not back then, you know. And we're doing what we gotta do. We're taking care of business. No one's stopping us. No one's gonna shut us down. And if they do, then congratulations, you know. You can't blacklist us. I had somebody tell me we're blacklisted because my member put a bounty on that person, whacked them, and then he bitched about it because he's saying, oh, you don't have a name. I know she doesn't have a name, but she put a bounty on you to make up for it. And that's how you gotta do it, you know. But no, you know, everybody just wants to, you know, come up with rules and stuff. They say I make up rules, but I don't. I do what I gotta do for myself. I do what I gotta do for everybody. You know, and I'm just taking out people little by little. Like, I'm trying to, like, get to my apartment. I'm trying to do this hit real quick. I'm trying to get out of here, but it's not easy, you know. I fought them off and stuff, but no, they don't respect that. They only respect you if you win a TDM, and that's pathetic. You know, I just can't stand people like this. Like, they want to act like they're good and shit like that. They want to act like, you know, they're the force to be reckoned with. But look what you're doing to them in a free mode. I didn't even die as something. I didn't even die in nothing, you know. I've been there the whole time. I've been taking care of business, and, you know, no one stopped us. I mean, yeah, they tried to stop us, but we got them little by little, you know. It was kind of hard, but I made sure that, you know, whatever needed to be done in that free mode was done. Taking out the boss is all we had to do. That's it. No one else needed to be taken care of. Once you take out the biggest boss or Don or anything like that, the rest, you know, they tremble, they panic, they don't know what to do. They get pissed off, they start shooting each other, and that's what happens. You guys all claim to assassinate me. I want to see real proof, like this basically. This is real proof right here. This is proof of, like, what a great family does. How do you work together? How you take care of business, you know. Yeah, the video's really glitchy, and I hate it for that. But, hey, how else am I supposed to show you guys that, you know, we're the truth? I don't need to prove anything to you, honestly. I already did it many times before, you know. And it's like for all you TDM mafias and stuff like that, you gotta get ready for the free modes, because I'm sick with a fucking sniper, and I'm gonna take care of business with it. But you know, so guys, understand that nothing you do is gonna affect us like that. You gotta take us out in the free modes. TDMs is not important. But I will say, however, Gigantes are coming up with new maps, new ideas for, like, you know, videos and stuff like that. Little by little, you know, we're coming up with like ideas to like give more to the community. Like, we have last team standing, you know, we got a couple of maps for last team standing. I got a map that goes from bridge to bridge. It's called Water Under the Bridge. I have our compound, you know. What else? We just got a whole bunch of ideas and stuff, you know. We're doing a survival, which is called Gigante Survival. It's kind of like the Purge, but it's changed up a bit. Like, you use a certain amount of you can use any weapon, kinda. You work together, you can go against each other or whatever, you know. Last man standing, that's how it is, like after like 5 people. But there's certain rules after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes. There's certain rules that you can use, you know. What else? You know, a lot of my members are doing great things. Like, I got Jiggy taking care of business on Xbox One, along with Aces, Ezio. Fucking Mikey gets on this sometimes. That's Mikey talking in the background. Son of a bitch, ruining my video. Nah, but you know, my guys are taking care of business on GTA 360. You know, Desire, Ice Pick, Mikey, Gino. Ezio too, he gets on it. Jiggy comes on sometimes. Rocco's great. I mean, Rocco goes off for like a whole week, gets on, does great in TDMs, does great in free modes, does hits. You know, I think when he whacked on Don Valachi, that was Rocco Valachi. I think when he whacked him, he just got on like for his first time, and I thought that was pretty good, you know. And I'm gonna release a lot of videos, guys. TDMs also. Amazing. I can't believe I even forgot about this, but the heists are just amazing. Like, I'm gonna record and release videos for that too, you know. I think those are gonna be really good. The heists, I love them, they're great. There's a lot to be done with the heist. You make great money with the heist too, and it's like, I'm just loving it right now. Like, I can't think of anything else better than these heists right now. Like, everything's good. But understand, you know what mafia is, you know what's not mafia. I don't want to see militaries helping mafias out at all. If they help them out, they can't be using fucking insurgents and auto shotties and grenades or whatever like that, you know. They want to help them out, then they're going to do exactly what the mafia's doing. They need to respect what we're doing, but they don't. They talk mad shit about us. They act like they want to help us. But the only ones that are helping out the mafias are ones that were in the mafia that can handle it. I have a family that recently told me that they want to be in military because of all the stuff that came out from the military. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I would love to be a part of it. But that's just not me. Everything the military stands for is too overpowered. Not as themselves, but as weapon-wise. You don't even need to be a good shooter. Be in the military and use one of their weapons, and it doesn't mean anything, honestly. But, alright, guys. I mean, I've been ranting on and stuff like that. Hopefully some of this makes sense. If not, it's okay. You know, that's how I am. I have a lot to say, you know. Some of you respect me. Some of you disrespect me. Some of you love me. Some of you hate me. It doesn't matter, though. We're still moving forward, you know. No one's going to make us budge or anything like that. We still move forward, you know. And it's like, we're just taking care of business here, and it's like, people don't understand that. We don't need other people's help, you know. We take care of business on our own. But let's shout out to the families that are doing great out there, like the Volantes, the Sindacos, the fucking Fazios, you know. They're doing great and shit like that. You got families I don't like that are doing great, like, you know, somewhat Amuzo, Corleone, Civelli's fine too, you know. Civelli's okay. I have no problem with them. Montoya. But thing is, you guys cannot use that military and expect me to just allow you to do hits in a free mode. No. Get rid of the military, tell them to leave the area, and go do your hit. That's it. Not have the guy wait in front of the apartment, put stickies in front of the house and stuff, just so you can get a hit. That's ridiculous, you know. Like, you can't use the military as a distraction. That's third party help, and we all know this. Everybody knows this. You guys got pissed off at me because I fucking exposed you, but that's it, you know. And if you guys really think that like you got me, then fine, think what you want. But you know what's legit and you know what's not. All right. Especially when you had Montoya's driving around in insurgents and basically following what the military was doing, using auto shotties. Like, seriously, I use a pump shotgun on most of you, and you guys still use auto shotties. I don't understand that. That makes no sense. But if you guys are a good family, then stay like that. Do what you got to do as a family. Don't follow others, all right? You're a mafia. You're probably one of the biggest, most known communities in this game, thanks to me and thanks to many others. I don't want to say their names because they can say it themselves. All right, I'm talking about me, talking about my family. We've been here, been taking care of business. All right, we made sure that our names got known, and not as just a name, but as a community. People know about the mafia community now. Rockstars like recognized us as a mafia community. They mentioned us as a La Cosa Nostra crew, and that's what we are, La Cosa Nostra. Not some retarded ass fucking commission that he couldn't come up with a good enough name, so he wants to call it La Cosa Nostra. We're all La Cosa Nostra, all right? Every single one of us. The ones that have a name, all right? A name is important. That's who we are. Other than that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that you're this. I don't want to hear that you're that unless you have that name. And then you actually go by, you know, mafia rules. Mafia rules made by me, made by the families that were here before, those guys. Not the 2014 families. No one's going to listen to you. I don't care how much you think you have, how much power you think you have. You're not doing anything. And when I get on Xbox One again, you're going to see what's going to happen. And it's not a threat. It's a fucking promise. You guys know I don't back down. I mean, come on, 45 minutes in this game. I'm taking out one by one. I'm doing what I got to do. Like, get out of here. All right? Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of this shit. It's annoying. You want to come whack me? That's fine. Until then, I'm still say I'm untouchable. I mean, none of you guys ever got me in a meeting. Most of you ended up in meetings dead. Not me. I've always stayed alive in the meetings. I always knew what to do in the meetings. Sometimes I had meetings. I didn't whack nobody. We just had a chit-chat. Some of you had to kill yourselves because, you know, fuck. I mean, I'm Don Gigante. Like, everybody wants me dead sometimes. But, you never whacked me in meetings. All these free mode assassinations you do, you know it's not legit. I don't have to tell you constantly. And this is where I finally take him out. Nope. Honestly, this video is so long, I forgot when I whacked him exactly. Like, I just did it and I completely forgot about it. It was so weird. Like, I would just keep going, looking for him. I think I got him eventually, but I just don't remember where or how. Let me see. I think this is where I got him. Nope. Telling you guys, this was a long ass assassination. Like, I tried my best to like keep my composure, be patient, you know, just wait on that roof. But I'm very impatient. As you know, I'm sticking my head out the rooftop, which was dangerous. You know, I think I almost got whacked, almost got clipped. It was a long ass video, you know, and you know, I apologize if you guys, you know, feel like you wasted your time, but I know you did, you know. And there's a lot of good parts in here. I just don't remember it. And it's like, you know, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep giving you guys what you like. And this is it. Notice he's a female. I went for the hit. Boom. Up. I missed. He's so skinny that I can't even fucking shoot him right. You know. And there's like a little lag, little glitch. There you go. Boom. Got him. Don Savelli whacked. If anything, I'm gonna put this whole thing in like slow motion, of course, during the commentary. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep it like that, actually. You know. But that was it. Then I parachuted. I forgot what I did, but I know I hurt myself when I dropped. Yep. Boom. Fell. Now, they're trying to say that parachutes are not mafia, which is true. Flying helicopters in the mafia, which is, you know, into perspective. But, I'm just letting you guys know that, hey, that's as legit as it can be. If you guys have a problem with this, that's fine, you know, comment below. But I don't know what else to say about that. That to me is an amazing hit. Look at that salute. Boom. I don't like salutes, by the way. Salutes is for soldiers and military, not for mafia. Just find another gesture, hand gesture to give me or whatever, you know. But that's it, basically. You know, look at my cars, guys. Look at these cars. Oh, all mafia, by the way. Like, nothing here you're going to say that's not mafia, you know. And that's how it is, you know. I'm going to go upstairs. I think I'm going to go upstairs. I did this one time, and I only watched this one time. But it was a great hit. You know, shout outs to Civelli. They survived that long. Send them the message. And I sent them, say, 45 minutes. Wow. But, hey, it got done, right? I mean, nobody had a problem with this, right? This looks good. So, thanks for listening, guys. I'm Don Gigante. You guys know who my family is, who my commission is. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, once again. Buona fortuna. Ciao.